Okay, so like I said, the episode is we're gonna do it. We're gonna film it sort of more like a Parks and Rec style. We wanted to do something like really obviously different and out there for the episode about Unstable. And
so with like interview?
Yeah. So with like the cutting to the interviews and stuff. Which is funny because it's like that was originally how we thought we were going to do Commodore Hustle like 7 years ago. We did that test, right? And you know, Unstable is where Magic tries weird things that they would never do normally, and so that happens to work out well from a meta perspective. But anyway, so there's it starts with a police officer leaving the moon base, and James is like, "What the hell was that?" And it's Cameron and Kathleen. Are you familiar with the joke about Stormcrow? So Stormcrow is a card. It's a 1/2 flyer for 1 and a blue. That's it. It's just such a like perfectly medium card that it's gathered this like snowball effect of mythos surround it, of being completely busted. There's a card in Unstable called Crowstorm. It's yes. Yes.
Oh my god. Is it does it make storm crows with storm?
It's 1 and a blue. Make a 1 and a blue, create a 1/2 Stormcrow token with flying with storm.
That's really actually busted.
Yes.
That's just like strictly better empty the warrants. I also want them to not publish a token for Crowstorm.
Oh no, that would be cool.
You'd have to have storm crows.
you'd have to have
storm crows.
Do we have Stormcrow?
We have like a million.
Check the
somewhere.
James. Check the tokens, dog.
Have they showed these already?
No.
Oh, you've just seen them, huh?
Yeah, I saw this dog. There we go, Stormcrow.
Yeah, the Stormcrow's right here.
Is being electrified. There is a Stormcrow token. The art is a crow like in a lightning storm, being electrocuted with like a skeleton visible through it like a cartoon. But it's not cartoony art.
Yeah,
it's just that. It's like
The cartoony concept.
that's amazing.
The interview bits for this episode of Friday Nights, and it's being written as we film, apparently. Kathleen and Alex and Cameron and Graham are over in Studio C actively writing the B plot of the episode, and we're actively shooting the B plot of the episode. So we're getting lines as they come in, hot off the presses.
It's got first strike, normal strike, and last strike. Isn't that fun, Alex? It's like, I think there's like something else about how that could be actually incredibly powerful, and like it's like, but if that connects, it does 9 damage. What's so funny about that?
Yeah, so I guess if
So then
Alex...
the chair just trying to kind of throw it right across.
Just
arc it, right?
Yeah.
Will there be somebody in there to kind of catch it?
Yeah, someone should.
I guess probably.
Or maybe just set up some cushions, so the chair doesn't.
Yeah.
Have
us left
Well, why not just try throwing the chair? Let's test it.
Just try.
No, I don't. I think we just roll it. But yeah, here, give me some cushions. We'll try to.
What for authenticity?
We have our crash mat. You want to use that?
Yes.
Hold it up against the wall.
Let me get the crash mat.
So I guess like just in here.
Yep.
Do we want to? Could we do it so it's like this, so I have a place to throw it into?
Sure. Here.
Just put like the chair behind it to kind of break the fall.
I hope that'll work because we could not have planned that better.
That was so good.
Holy shit!
That was amazing.
That was a realistic reaction from you two.
What did it actually say on the sign?
Solidarity.
I'm glad I moved that statue. Ooh, yeah, we would have broken the fuck out of that.
Yeah. It's Christmas Adam,
Kermis.
the day before Christmas Eve.
Really?
I didn't make that up.
Really?
I didn't make that up.
Because men always come early.
I hate every motherfucker in this
I
place.
like this. And then somehow, because you didn't make it up, you are not responsible for saying it. Just because you didn't make it up doesn't mean that you brought it up.
I'll
right
find
now.
out who said it on Twitter. We can give them the.
It's December 23rd. Saturday, December 23rd, and we're filming some crap shots because we're way behind on crap shots, like embarrassingly behind. So yeah. Oh right. Also, one of the ones we filmed today has to be number 500.
Oh no!
Oh,
We're fucked.
No pressure.
So I
seriously sent somebody to the market on needs to get a cake that just says
500
500 shits.
Yeah.
And it's just us eating cake.
Did you see that the script I put in the channel? It was like I walk in with like, hey, I got the cake, or like Crapshot 500, everybody, I got the cake, and everyone's like, woo, and they go like grab forks, and I pull the box open and it says 500 shits, and it just cuts to like Alex being like, I'm immediately not hungry, and then that's the whole just out.
Cake that just says 500 and then there's a blank space underneath. We won't ask you to put what the 500 is, but
Can you write 500 hits and just leave a space for an S?
Yeah.
You could get a 500 candle, and then just write shits on the cake.
I think it'd be better if it was all in frosting, so it looked. But you
Oh,
can
yeah,
get
so you can
also
grab
at the
the
market.
box.
You can get
they
those
can fit in the box.
those little basically toothpaste tube looking things.
Of like gel
like-
frosting
yeah.
for writing stuff on.
I want to fuck you like an animal. I want to feel you from the inside.
That's not so bad, actually.
Oh, it'll get worse.
I assure you, my service will be to die for. Now, let's go and settle your debt.
Okay,
I'm just gonna be doing a bunch of no's here, I believe.
pretty much. All right, ready?
Yep.
Okay, rolling. So Alex, look at Ian, because your head's visible. So yeah, Ian, you're just gonna say no a whole bunch of times.
Does he look like a bitch?
All right, so
No.
Bench.
Bitch.
am I really hairy?
No.
Am I super cut?
No.
Am I mega goth?
No.
Is my atomic number 47?
No.
Do I bring the boys?
No. Am I the boys?
Am I the boys? And then, yes, you are Gideon.
Yes, you are Gideon.
Be more excited, like you finally got it.
Yeah.
Yes! You're Gideon! Probably pulled out of focus.
A little bit, yeah.
You don't even let him actually
Yeah.
guess the name.
Yeah, I think like, yes, you are Gideon.
Yes! You are Gideon! Correct.
Cut. This is a rum and eggnog cheesecake that we bought from the grocery store because it was the only cake they had that didn't already have a ton of decoration on the top of it. It's all Yule logs and stuff right now. So I'm going to take off these, they look like white chocolate straws, and this elf on the shelf ring. And I'm going to use this icing to write 500 shits because we couldn't bring ourselves to ask an employee of a grocery store to write 500 shits on a cake for us. So, yeah. I'm just roughly, I'm very lightly, you can barely see it, scoring.
Just make sure you have room.
This is not the thing where you want to have the last 3 letters of the word all squished up against the edge of your workspace, right? Step 1, knead the tube. Remove cap, cut end off tube. Attach any CakeMate decorating tip. Uh-oh. Apply steady pressure. Alright, so first, knead the tube.
That's the ticket.
Alrighty.
Hold on. Let me just make sure before you start jamming it into the cake.
That's not how you ice.
There. Perfect.
Alright. Hopefully Hopefully there's enough in here.
Yes, there's definitely enough in there.
Not bad. The trick is applying even pressure while moving at a constant pace. Ah. I think that looks pretty good. 500 shits.
I would take 500 shits.
What do you think?
I would. That is good. It's a deep cut.
It's good. Hey guys, congratulations on Crapshot 500. I got the cake.
Yay! Immediately not hungry.
Great.
Insert shot of 500 shits.
So, in picking it, the black sprinkles were also an additive thing as well?
No, not the sprinkles, but I did do the little rosettes on the top of each one.
So disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
Just to
really drive home the...
To make it look more like the chocolate frosting was
Wait,
was intended
for
to be
getting
there.
the insert shot, you're just going to do top down on cake, right?
Yes.
So you don't need any of us in the background?
No.
And then this is a rum and eggnog cheesecake, so I'm actually kind of excited to try at least a bite.
Same.
That seems like a solid.
And then anybody who wants to take rum and eggnog cheesecake
conceptual
home, please take some home.
idea.
So it is Thursday evening on December 28th, and we are preparing for the upcoming D&D campaign. We haven't announced it yet. We haven't even decided on a name. We're throwing a bunch of stuff around because the name has to not just work for this thing, but it's the name of like the D&D time slot.
Or the RPG time.
Or the RPG time slot. It might not be D&D. It could be Pathfinder or other things. So, we're trying to sort of figure out exactly what makes that work. But here we have Dale.
Hello.
And what are we up to this evening?
So this evening we're creating characters. I printed out 2 copies of the character creation guidelines. I can print out more. I've got some background on the village where you're starting. I have the custom backgrounds because this is D&D 5th edition. So backgrounds matter. I've got some stuff. We're playing in Chult, so there are some things you can know about Chult. And I also have the plot, but I'm not going to tell it to you guys while these two are nearby.
I can't help but notice that one of the books you have there is The Tomb of Annihilation. Is that better than the Tomb of whatever ultimate
Horrors?
Tomb of Horror?
This is, I believe, the spiritual sequel to the Tomb of Horrors.
The Tomb of Annihilation is like the current big D&D campaign story because originally this was going to be like a thing we were doing with Wizards of the Coast on their channel, which is why we brought Dale in, but we couldn't get everything like squared away in time, so hopefully we'll be doing something with them in the future, but we were here with all of this prep and nothing to do with it, so we were like, well, we're just going to do it ourselves anyway, so that's why everything's, like in Chult and all this stuff, because Dale's been doing all this prep, so now we're going to figure out what our characters are going to be, because whatever someone wants to play is the most important thing, but if someone's like on the bubble between a couple things and we think it might make for more entertaining and a better stream and a better party if they went one way or the other, then we'll talk about that, because it's not just about, we're not just a bunch of people playing a game ourselves for fun, much as we enjoy it. This is also entertainment for you, so a lot of factors involved.
The annihilation being discussed is your soul. Ray's Dead has stopped working.
Oh.
And anyone who has been raised from the dead is under a curse and is getting sicker. And your job in this game is not to fix that.
I don't want to typecast you, Kathleen, but I believe that's the Tabaxi are the race of cat people.
Yes.
That sounds exciting. I just don't want to be a small... I was looking through I was like, oh, I've never played a gnome before. I thought about, I don't want to be a small creature. I want to be a tall creature. Very earnest person from Faerun who's gone to attend to the lizards and immediately gotten herself thrown into jail.
Sure.
So you're actually So rather than you were hired by somebody, you
maybe
are.
I was hired by somebody.
But you are actually the conservationist.
Yeah. Maybe I was hired by somebody, right?
You're like, I will come to this land and teach them how to do
Save
stuff.
the lizards, the beautiful, small, exploited lizards. Yeah, I met this very nice tiefling who said he was greatly misunderstood. And he said he would pay me 500 pieces of gold, but I would have done it for free because I love those lizards. And then I get bitten by a lizard immediately. I'm like, fucking lizards, ow! Definitely an elf.
Yeah, exploring the environment for the that seems like a thing that an elf would be. I'm gonna do something incredibly unusual, and I'm thinking dwarf cleric.
Oh, nice.
It's because obviously we talked about having a cleric having healing in the party, and I like to play support characters, and I always play like the outside support character, the one that you don't expect. Like in previous games I played the Warlord in 4th edition, I played a Bard in my last 5th edition game, but I never actually played like the kind of central, the classes everyone thinks of. So I will play a cleric this time, because it turns out that the clerics are not just like, oh, I heal you, but it's also like, I will give you a buff to do this, or I will hurt your enemies so you have an easier time of that. I was not aware that clerics could do that.
Yeah, 5th edition has some nice sort of tweaking, like in what previously might have been two different classes. They sort of go, you can be a cleric, but you can have a little, you can have a difference in your speciality.
I've decided that I'm a goblin who used to be in the militia, and I was rolling my height modifiers. I'm a particularly small goblin. I'm actually as small as you could possibly roll. 3'7", but I'm very angry.
I'm following the Cat Lord, the god of the Tabaxi people, who is. I haven't actually received any information from the Cat Lord, but I am doing what I feel like I am traveling in the footsteps of the Cat Lord.
It's Saturday, December 30th, which is new. You typically refer to this as New Year's Adam?
No.
No?
It's Christmas Adam.
But it's Adam's birthday, and it's the day before New Year's Eve.
Yeah, I don't think that's never been a thing. I don't think.
How is that never?
The Christmas Adam was like a family thing. Like his mom did it when he was a kid. New Year's Adam does make sense.
What do you mean New Year's Adam doesn't make sense?
No, it does make sense. I said it does.
Get back in your room.
Yeah, get the hell back to work.
Back to work. You're good.
So we're doing Loading Ready Live, and as you see, we've all got a bunch of high spirits. This is great. I'm excited to see what we're going to come up with today, because we've got a bunch of people here. So it's December 30th, so
It's New Year's Eve.
it's New Year's Eve now. So yeah, for continuity purposes, we need to reference that. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
cool.
who are we going to let be?
Yeah,
Who gets to be New Year's Eve this year? Right. Okay.
So I should be really excited about being
Not
free of
having
this.
to be Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, today this year we let implies that you wanted to, and then you're like, thanks.
Yeah.
You
How about
really.
somebody, it's like, and we say, and this year, Kathleen drew the, I'm not volunteering myself, like somebody else wants to do this. Kathleen drew the short straw, so we're gonna let her be New Year's Steve.
I'm free.
Yeah. Right, like that kind of thing.
Does that imply that you've had to have been Steve
All year.
All year.
Standing in for ceremonial duties.
Yeah.
It's not like a 24/7 thing.
Did we determine that the I didn't take a dump on the hood of your car, was that like is that like a thing that New Year's Steve says, or is it just like
It's a boon he grants you.
Yeah,
Like
is
something
it-
that happened that year.
is that just an example of a kind of thing that New Year's Steve could do, or is it traditionally always that?
I think it was supposed to be a thing, like the one nice thing you did this year.
Yeah, I
a
thought
nice
that
thing
was-
you did.
that
But I
was-
like the idea that's the thing that Steve doesn't do.
I thought that was Beej was being rewarded because he didn't take a dump on the hood of your car.
Ceremonial not deucing on your vehicle.
And so he got to be New Year's Steve.
Or New Year's Steve just goes around kind of reverse threatening people by talking about the things he didn't do.
Yeah. We've got Dan, and we've got a lot of improv boys.
Yeah, we should
So
definitely do
it-
some kind of improv.
So there should be an improv segment.
PowerPoint karaoke.
Oh yeah.
Where it's like someone looks for they someone goes on Google and finds a bunch of PowerPoint presentations, and then you're like, okay, here's my PowerPoint presentation on, and then you're seeing it for the first time, and then you have to just muddle your way through explaining what this PowerPoint is about.
Yeah. What about a willing aioli competition? Where we just get a jar of mayonnaise, and we find different things to mix into it.
Get some cold.
Legion Ben eat mayo.
I'm leaving.
From a culinary
Chocolate
perspective,
aioli.
is there actually a difference between
We just
like
have like 10
aioli
jugs
and
of mayo.
stuff with
So
mayo?
let's get like a
I'm
plate of
not
fries.
really sure.
Right?
Cold
We'll get like a
fries.
plate. No, like nice fries.
Yeah,
at
like
least.
fries get cooked.
Yeah, we'll get some fries, and then and then you guys make like a whole bunch of different aiolis, kind of a thing, and then we judge it if it's a good aioli.
Basically, a
Can me and
tablespoon.
Ian be in charge of making the aiolis?
If we do that, I'll have to get off of Lego building.
Oh, right.
But I do love this idea.
Would this be a pre-recorded game?
No, you can do
Actually,
it
wait, we
live.
should put Cameron in charge of these aiolis.
Absolutely not.
You don't have
can
to
make
eat them.
You don't have to eat them.
You don't have to look at them.
Doesn't even want to. You have to look at them and
interact with it.
Yeah, no.
Okay, that's fair. Just because you are guaranteed not to have to eat it, right?
Well, he's
I can also guarantee that I don't
he's
have
still
to eat
guaranteed not to eat it.
Okay, this should be, the tiny fork should be adequate for stirring. Right. Oh no. There. Okay. That's a lot of mayonnaise. Let's start with 2, because that's the one closest to me. Actually, let's start with 1, because starting out of order is stupid. Alright, so number 2, let's start with cocoa powder. Okay, so we're making chocolate. I got the very nice high fat percentage cocoa powder, the red cocoa powder. Definitely the good stuff. So, but of course, here's the deal. Cocoa powder itself isn't sweet. But I don't want the grit of sugar, so I'm going to be adding a little bit of Splenda to get a sweet chocolate mayonnaise. I actually think this might be good.
Should old facial hair be shorn off and swept away with pride? Should beard and mustache be shorn off when the beard and blades collide? For bearded men and smooth-faced boys, no face shall be denied. Should old facial hair be shorn off and shaving balm applied? It's live, so something's going to happen on Loading Ready Live.
What's up, everybody?
How you doing out there?
Yeah, we're having a great time. We hope you're having a great time.
Everybody
too.
in the audience say yeah!
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Ah,
Yeah.
it's another one of those ghost audiences.
I know, right?
Well, we're going to raise you from the dead. I'm Brett.
I'm Chet.
No, wait, I'm Chet.
But I'm Brett.
And we can be whoever you want to be because we are ready to make your mind get blown. As you can see right here, there's a plus, there's a minus.
We were gonna do. Well, I was like, we should be tech bros from the valley trying to get VC funding, and we should be named Chet and Chet. Yeah. And then they went up there and scooped their Brett and Chet.
Yeah. Hi.
Hello.
thanks so much for coming to Panel Room 4.
What are we doing here today, Graham?
We're here at the historic Doubletree at an exposition for this to share with you our amazing new product.
Fish.
Good God.
Well done, everybody.
Your fish tonight is fish a la creme, everyone.
Jesus, so some of the text formatting didn't translate between Keynote and Google.
Oh.
Wow.
So the stream highlights are playing now, and after the stream highlights, we're doing the will this aioli, and we don't know how it's gonna, we don't know how we're gonna present it yet. So we're gonna go do that.
When we were like putting this show together, and we're like, man, we haven't done a food thing in a while.
Yep.
I remember why now. Another live, another time to eat beach, talking about shit on things.
Twice.
That was a long day. I mean, it feels like a long day. It's the same days. Yeah, we did. It was good. Not only did we do it, we did it well. I think. What a very strange thing we did. But I really enjoy it. It was a very different feel having so many people here today to last time where it was like 6 of us.
Don't worry, he's not going anywhere.
Like, that would be a miracle.
Except for next
If
week where we're going to
infinite,
Magfest.
Good.
You did.
Did you think it was good?
That was a really good show. I've been away from the last one. And
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, good energy. Different energy with having this many people, as you were saying.
Yeah.
Having guests is a good thing too.
That was nice.
I really enjoy the episodes where we
thanks,
get
Dan.
someone coming in. I don't know why. I thought it was Swedish, but
So
glad I know.
glad we never added eyes to you.
Me too. Infrared spectrum's where it's at.